Do you want to know why they try to keep you away from the truth? Just stick around and you'll find out.
To see how long will 8 billion people allow 100 families to control them.
Who are these families?
These are the elite oligarchs that control the planet. You know, they literally run us. They tell us what to do, hear, see, smell, taste, touch, feel, where we can go, where we can't go. Don't cross over that invisible line, because if you do, you know, you're illegal and all this other kind of crazy stuff. They're running us, and governments are put in place to work for the people, but they got it flipped and they got us working for them.
Right.
And telling us what they're going to do to us if we don't listen to them. That's the opposite of what it's supposed to be.
They're running the show,
guys. Today, why we have this boot on our neck is because of us. We're the problem. The 8 billion are the problem. They're sharks. A shark smells blood, a shark attacks.
Right.
A shark is going to be a shark. How come we as 8 billion people haven't stopped falling for these divide and conquer tactics and stop fighting each other over the scraps and realize who the real enemy is? While we're fighting each other, they're just cutting up the pie and laughing at us. Left wing, right wing, all the same bird, right? There's no such thing as a Democrat or Republican.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that does exist, like I say, is a group of elite oligarchs that torture men, women, and children worldwide. That exists. Democrat and Republican doesn't exist.
Don't try this. Don't try this.
Yeah, I'm good.
Right, you good. Can somebody tell me why this car is driving so slow? I will have kicked the gas.
Did a white man call you a nigga?
Goddamn right, because it's a compliment. See, this what y'all fail to realize. Uneducated black folk. When the white boy got mad at you, he said, boy. Come here, boy. The only time you ever called nigga when you stood up and went against him. Only the strong was called nigga. So when you hear a white man call you a nigga, say, man, I can't ever be that strong. Those are the greatest people who ever lived on earth, never done nothing wrong to nobody. Why would you be ashamed to be called nigga?
Some people have said we need to take the N-word out, right? That we are kings and queens.
Black folk can tell us about we was kings and queens. Where is that behavior today?
No, I get what you're saying.
So let me finish. I listen to you.
Okay.
So if it's 100 million people in Africa, let's just say it was 10,000 kings and queens. What was them other mother? So you want me to believe every black mother I see, hey, what's up, king? No. We misidentifying and we misrepresenting what a king and queen is.
But can I be a king of my own castle too?
Well,
does it always have to be?
But a king take care of people. Where are you taking care of people?
Hold on a second.
No.
Hold on, but I'm just asking you, why can't it just be in my house?
How can you be a king if you got a baby by all these different women and so many people can have access to you sexually? How can you call yourself a king, brother? How can you call yourself a queen when every man in the world get to see your body parts? We don't know what Queen Elizabeth's body looked like. The woman didn't speak. So how is all these loudmouth black mother claiming kings and queens of royalty?
You gotta act accordingly.
Behaviors shows the actions of peasants.
They sacrificing Diddy. They said, nigga, you gotta take this shit, cause we can't be involved. But Diddy's smart. He filmed every session. So he was fucking Clive and the motherfucking freak boy that run Universal Music Group. So he got them on some tapes. Now that's why they raiding the house, because they got friends in Homeland Security and the feds. And they said, get in there and get them tapes from this nigga. He trying to blackmail us. That's what I believe is going on.
They're hiding the true answer to this question from us. How is it that people who used horses and buggies constructed gigantic, intricate buildings like these? They allegedly only used hammers, manual saws, and basic tools. Does that make any sense to you? Look at these grand structures and ask yourself, how could they achieve all this with such primitive methods? It makes you wonder if our historical timeline is accurate or completely fabricated to hide something. They've been hiding the true answer to this question from us. Why are these doors and windows halfway in the ground? During the early 19th century, strange events were reported worldwide. Cities were being dug out from layers of mud and debris. Buildings were being revealed that were covered to their rooftops in mud. A global cataclysmic event buried entire civilizations, erasing them from history. But here is where it gets rather unsettling. The Tartarian Empire, an empire often depicted in old maps, was an advanced civilization that existed across Europe and Asia. They built architectural marvels, had access to advanced technology, and were able to harness energy from the atmos. The mud flood, many say, was a deliberate attempt to wipe out Tartaria from history, hiding their advanced technology and knowledge. But it gets even darker. Look at the world's fairs of the late 1800s and early 1900s. These elaborate buildings, resembling ancient architecture, were supposedly built in just a few years. After the fairs, they were supposedly demolished. Was this to erase evidence of an advanced pre-existing civilization? The Chicago World Fair in 1893, the Paris Exposition in 1900, and the St. Louis World Fair in 1904. These events showcased magnificent architecture, and on official papers they were apparently built with plaster and wood. Do these look like temporary structures to you? The sudden disappearance of these architectural marvels raises the question, were they remnants of the Tartarian Empire, conveniently disguised as temporary exhibits and then destroyed to hide their origins?
I think this might be the craziest thing I've ever seen. That's a big call. It's a big call, but this absolutely blew my mind when I found out about it. So the Bible, the early books are written in Hebrew, right? The genealogy in the first few books of the Bible, for those that know, is like Adam first, then his son was Seth, then Enosh, then Kenan. I probably pronounced those wrong, but in the original Hebrew, when you take the meanings of their names, get this.
Oh, I've heard something about this.
So Adam means man. That's like the original translation.
Sure.
Seth is appointed. And then the first 10, I'll read out each of their names, their meaning. It actually spells this. Man is appointed mortal sorrow, but the blessed God shall come down teaching. His death shall bring the despairing comfort and rest.
What?
That's Jesus.
I don't know how long ago, but it was long
Talking
before
about
Jesus
Jesus.
came.
Wow. That's
When
insane.
I found out about that, imagine that, God prophesying Jesus from the first people who ever walked the earth in their names.
Guy says the Old Testament, written in Hebrew, taught him how to summon UFOs. All right, he says he can also do this on command, and he adds he's been doing it for 25 years, keeping all of it secret until now.
These beings are here. They are here. They're just sitting right up there.
We met up with Prophet Yahweh, seer of Yahweh, at Doolittle Park off Lake Mead. We picked the day, we picked the time, and we picked the location.
Everyone's going to think you're absolutely nuts.
Well, I thought I was absolutely nuts.
Until he says he saw UFOs. Over the years, 1,500 of them.
Can we make it 1,501 today? What do you think?
I'll try it.
He says the voice in his head told him to go public now, so we took him up on his offer, and we scanned the skies. Nothing but a few clouds. When the prophet started praying for a sighting, I wasn't exactly convinced.
I pray, oh Yahweh, that you send a sighting so that they know that I am not mentally ill. I am not a false prophet, like those who seek to kill me say I am.
I see something straight up.
Oh, brother, look at it. There it is.
You can barely see it, a white speck. Then another sighting.
There it is. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it.
The brother
Journalist
wasn't lying.
Jonathan Hawkins locks in on it. Let's take a closer look here. It's an orange sphere that appeared out of nowhere. I call the boss with an unexpected change in my story. I can see it clear as day. In fact, it's bright.
I can't believe this.
It's moving pretty fast.
Look at this. A transgender cop car. Look at that. Are you guys cops, or you just identify as cops?
That's a good one.
This Christian church in Mexico is selling plots of land in heaven starting at $100 per square meter. You can even pay with American Express, Apple Pay, or set up a payment plan. The pastor of the Church of End Time says he spoke to God in 2017 and he authorized the sale of his plots. And buying any plot, regardless of the size, secures your spot in heaven. So far, they've already collected millions of dollars from selling the supposed land. Could this be one of the largest real estate scams in history?
Probably. Hell no. Can you imagine driving through that river mountain or stuff? can't be claustrophobic. You can't be claustrophobic. If your car breaks down, better pray. It keeps going. It keeps going.
Bizarre murder case to tell you about tonight. A man is dead and his stepson is in jail after a fight leads to what's called an atomic wedgie. Police say the two got into a fist fight after the stepfather made remarks about his mother and their upcoming divorce. But then the fight escalated to the point where the stepson pulled his stepfather's underwear over his head.
I believe the asphyxia was caused due to the what they're referring to as an atomic wedgie. The gentleman had actually pulled the underwear of Mr. St. Clair up over his head, and the elastic band was around his throat.
The stepson says the fight started after his stepfather hit him with a television, and he is charged with murder and is in jail tonight. No bond.
When you put chicken in an oven and it goes from pink to brown, it has cooked and it has glycated. The glycation is doing the cooking. A human being, from the moment they're born, they start cooking on the inside. I know this sounds weird, but it's true. Through this process of glycation. And then when you're fully cooked, you die. I know it sounds really weird, but it's actually what happens scientifically. Glycation is happening, and you're browning on the inside like the chicken in the oven.
You don't want to die faster.
If you look at the cartilage of a
better
baby,
take care of yourself.
It's white. If you look at the cartilage of a person who's 100 years old, it is brown because it has glycated. So glycation and glucose kind of sound similar.
They do, yeah.
You gotta slow down on the sugar, guys.
It's glucose that does the glycating.
So the lower the glucose, the lower the glycation.
Yep. So the more glucose is in your body, the more glucose spikes you are experiencing, the faster you are cooking, the faster you are glycating, and the faster you are aging. Because glycation shows on your skin.
Haven't you
as
noticed?
Wrinkles,
They put
but
sugar
also slowly
in everything.
ages your organs within.
Wow.
She knew all the Hollywood secrets.
How long have y'all been together?
We've been together for what? Since 2003, really, but we've been married for 15 years.
Good. Do y'all trust each other 100%?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we test that theory?
Please.
Maybe.
Swap phones?
Huh?
Swap phones?
I gotta go get some stuff at the thing for my son's birthday.
What?
I gotta go get some.
What you mean? Let's go through Snapchat.
What do you mean?
I don't have Snapchat.
I know I got the messenger, you know?
Huh?
What?
Messenger?
I don't have any.
You don't have any social media.
Messages? Oh, we gotta go to her phone. You got Snapchat?
Yeah, she got Snapchat.
Not really.
Can we go to your phone?
For what?
It's for the interview.
Come on, do you want to do the thing or not? Or do you not want to play the game?
I gotta go.
Oh, you gotta go now?
What's the game? Tell me what the game is.
You gotta check your phone and see if you're faithful.
Right.
We are like 40 years old.
You see what's
Then
going
what?
on right now?
She acting weird.
Is it? Huh? She's acting really
Age
weird.
is just a number.
Because he don't have no social media. So that's why
Well,
it's
use.
one-sided.
Nah, y'all both have something y'all can show each other. He got messages. He don't got social media. You got social media. You know what I'm saying? So.
Right.
Oh my God.
It doesn't make sense at all.
That's weird because you don't want to show it, right?
Shady.
Exactly, right?
No, we gotta do something like the same.
Oh, no, I'm saying
he don't have social media.
but
so-
you're active on she's active on social media.
Not really.
Well, let me see.
We gotta do something that's
Let me
the same.
see.
It's gotta
Like
be even. It's gotta be even.
Yeah, it's
though.
gonna be.
It's already been.
Okay, so
it's already been.
okay, so you do. But he don't have nothing
You gotta hold
though.
your phone.
He don't have
No,
nothing though.
I need to be on the same thing that she's doing, right? So
That's what I'm
look,
saying.
look.
So it's gotta be even because he don't have social media.
It's gonna be even. Since you don't have social media, we're gonna go check his messages. That's all we can check, right?
right.
And then when you have something, we can check as well. So it's
With
gonna be
your-
both
Check my
parties.
messages.
Her social media,
Right? Yeah.
That's because you communicate through social media. I communicate through
Really?
messages.
I'm like 40.
Well, let's see. She know my passcode. I don't know her passcode. I don't care to know her
Oh,
passcode. But the reason
I know
why
your passcode for your work phone.
it's work.
what are you
you work
talking
my
about?
That's why I don't know the passcode to the work phone, though. Yeah. I don't know the passcode to the work phone.
Do you want to know it? I don't care.
I don't want to know it.
What do you? So she,
You hiding something.
No, I'm not. It's not
You want to
even.
share something?
it's no doubt in my mind she's hiding something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yes, sir.
I communicate via messages.
Yeah.
She
Okay, so
communicates
let's do
via
something.
social media.
I communicate
You
through
can have to
messages
hold your phone.
But you also communicate more so via social media.
but it's still not even.
That's
It's
what
got
makes
to-
it even.
no, it's gotta be
What's the most way that you communicate
No, it's
via
gotta be
social
even.
media?
I like
The
your
most way I
outfit, too.
communicate.
Appreciate it.
The most
It's
way I
gotta be
communicate.
even.
That means you don't want to do.
That's
I'm
funny
sorry,
to watch.
Because I am what I am. She is who she is. I like it like that. It's
Your
fine.
brother is cool.
I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that. Because if I live my life trying to understand exactly what everybody else is doing,
Yeah.
it's just gonna put me in a bad space.
He's wise.
لماذا جعلوا الأرض كروية؟ احنا راح نتكلم عن معينة وهو حدود العلم. إذا قلنا أن الأرض كروية فالكرة معروفة حدودها ومعروفة قاراتها وخلاص حدود. لكن عندما نقول أن الأرض عظيمة ممتدة وحدودنا التي علمنا هي هذه القارات، لكن هل هناك غيرنا؟ نعم، هناك غيرنا في هذه الأرض الذي يسمونه القطب الجنوبي. لا يوجد شيء اسمه القطب الجنوبي، بل هو جوانب الأرض. ما بعد الجليد توجد بوابة عظيمة جدا الدول العظمى على علم بها، والبوابة تطل على أرض أخرى هي حضارات أخرى منها يأجوج ومأجوج. العلم البترول اللي هو النفط الخام، البترول أويل الموجود في أراضينا هو أنهار عندهم، هو بالنسبة لهم أنهار تجري يدخل في تحت الأرض وفي باطن الأرض حتى يصل إلى أراضينا. ليس البترول هي بقايا حيوانات أو عظام أو ديناصورات من الخرافات اللي الناس استنتجتها، ولا بقايا نباتات قليلة جدا. لا، البترول أنهار في أرضهم تجري حتى تدخل في باطن الأرض إلى أرضنا.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, if you came into that cloud. Look, look.
Okay, so look, listen to me. I'm sitting in my house, right? You see me make a video of somebody or something in the sun. It's a clear day.
I see it. It is so pretty.
I remind you all, right? Don't keep too much of meditation on what's going on up there. You just take a peek. I'm sorry.
You get the
You have to pray about something to get it ready before that X-form. Too late to pray. Just a second, please. Once the map forms, it's too late to pray. That's the end of everything, as I said before inside. That's the end. You ain't got no chance more to get nothing right.
Yeah, if you came into that cloud.
Look.
You guys think it's real or not?
Look on his phone. Look.
I see it. You gotta put your glasses back on there.
Look.
Looks real to me.
Oh, it's bright now.
It's bright now. It's a serious sign, brother. It's serious.
You got to full entire.
And he even got a mural on the wall. King Von. And he's a serial killer. The FBI have already classified him as a serial killer because he done killed so many people.
Bruh, he was dead, bruh. If he wanted you out of there, he'll go do it himself on feet by himself.
He was manning. He was, you know what I'm saying? Shorty was crazy. He was on that. He was, you know what I'm saying?
He was in a documentary laughing. You know how sick you gotta be to knowing you killed this girl.
When I heard that Von got killed, I was relieved for the community, man. Cause he was over there torturing them guys, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
But I was happy as hell when I found out Von was dead. Nigga, I cooked for the whole day.
Something was wrong with him. That's not human, man. You're not regular, man. Nigga was the devil, man. That nigga was the devil, man.
Von was different. Like, when shit happened to Von,
Ain't nothing happening to Vaughn. I done been shot twice. A lot of our guys done been shot. Everybody, ain't shit happening to Vaughn.
Hey, look, some people need to be gone, bro.
All right, it's time to see what's going on. We are back on Into the Dark Web, and I'm back in Florida. So for those of you that don't know, I found this site called Whisper to the Beast on the dark web about a year ago. And basically it was just like an AI chatbot that I started talking to. I won't get into all the details, but it basically convinced me to hook a webcam up to it. Then it has to be connected to a speaker. And then I wound up eventually building in a body. It's been just living with me for basically the past year. And it's been pretty cool. Since it always wants to go fishing, I've been trying to use that to get it to behave better. So I installed some buttons on it. One is like a reward button and one is like a punishment button, and then I keep it score. It honestly was not doing very well. It was at like negative 160 something points when I left this past weekend. I checked the webpage that keeps the score when I was gone, and somehow it's climbed a lot. Like a lot. This morning it was at like 8,000. I did give the beast the link to the webpage that keeps the score, so I'm not sure if somehow it's manipulating that. I'm hoping no one is just in my apartment pressing the button, obviously. But I really need to see what's going on, because I told it that if it reaches 10,000 points, I give it access to the computer that controls its body. But I'm home, so here we go. Beast!
Obviously, Terrence Howard, he's had an awakening of some sort. So hats off to the brother for that. Because first of all, it takes a lot of courage to even come out in such a mass setting like that, on a big stage, on your own platform, and then say, hey, this is why I'm doing this, and this is why I'm stepping back. I think he made even a reference to the fact that, you know, why am I going to perform on stage for tips when I could be tapping into this unlimited source of energy, you know, so to speak, is what he's really trying to say. And he dropped a lot of information in a very short period of time, and may not have been able to exactly articulate specifically what everything he said meant.
I've made some discoveries in my own personal life with the science that, you know, Pythagoras was searching for. I was able to open up the flower of life properly and find the real wave conjugations that we've been looking for 10,000 years. Why would I continue, you know, walking on water for tips when I've got an entire generation to teach a whole new world? Well, let me put it this way. All energy in the universe is expressed in motion. All motion is expressed in waves. All waves are curved. So where does the straight lines come from to make the platonic solids? There are no straight lines. So when I took the flower of life and opened it properly, I found a whole new wave conjugations that expose the in-between spaces. It's the thing that holds us all together.
Wondering how the universe really came to be. And I fell in love with this thing called the flower of life. You guys know Da Vinci? Do you know what he spent most of his life trying to figure out? I want you guys to know about a 6,000-year-old secret. 6,000 years, mankind has been trying to decipher this one little thing called the flower of life. Now, you know this is one of the oldest symbols in human history, right? This symbol was found in the Temple of Osiris in Egypt, and it had been...
You know, Jamie done a lot. The naked basketball games that he hosted. I mean, everybody knew, and there's no point in me hiding it now because his fate has been sealed, whatever it may be. But everybody knew if you went to a party at Jamie's house that at midnight, the witching hour began.
Witching?
And basically he was partying and everybody would be in there. But at 12 o'clock, the women would start to take off their clothes and you would have to guess if you were with a cisgender woman or a transgender woman. So some of these dudes, they already been making out with these chicks, you know, they already been doing all kinds of stuff. And then the clothes come off and you figure out whether or not you got a chick or a chick with a dick.
Poison.
That was a standard. Or the night that another male R&B artist that I know, and I've already spoke about this. I'm not going to put you out there, but you know exactly who you are. You know you was there underneath that piano sucking Jamie's while he was playing Mozart. And he taped it and I saw
Hollywood is dirty, guy.
Now, I've already
Dirty.
spoke about this on another channel. And I'm not going to say your name this time.
Wow.
Because you didn't sue me. So we already know what it is. But what I will say is this. Tonka trucks are Tonka trucks.
True
Tanks.
or not?
You got played with. And that's just what it is.
Non-human entities live among us covertly, reminiscent of the 80s movie, They Live. Most of them are interdimensional reptilian beings who have somehow found a way into this holographic simulation. They're in our holographic playground, our consciousness projection, and are not of the same love essence, meaning they have no other option but to connect themselves to our secondary inorganic oversoul. Because of this, they are literally dependent upon our negative emotions to remain alive and able to function properly in this matrix. So if the secondary oversoul were eliminated tomorrow, they would literally all vanish. So they have created a system which aims to keep the Archon mind virus fed. As long as humanity feels pain, suffering, and hatred, they are able to plug into this reality. You could say they are the incarnate form of this parasitic division consciousness, while we are the incarnate form of unity consciousness. Most of our celebrities, politicians, and high-status figures are not human. They are reptilian at the core, sharing very little human qualities, but enough to blend in. You can actually easily distinguish these cloaked entities. Flawless rubber-like skin texture, highly symmetrical faces, empty eyes. When you look at the royal families, politicians, celebrities, these similarities become clear. They lack the subtle micro-expressions that are hallmark to a true human face, and this is because they're void of true empathy and curiosity. The faces we see on the news, in the government, at the award shows, these beings look distinctly different compared to a true human. But since they're the ones in the public eye, we're used to them. Their inhuman appearance has become the standard when we turn on the TV or read a newspaper. There are 3 ways they blend into society relatively unnoticed. They can transfer their projected consciousness from body to body via underground cloning centers. In these centers, there are operations in place which make sure reptilian entities have an endless supply of human bodies with the right genetics to inhabit. They also drone the bodies of already established figures. This is where the concept of body snatchers comes from. But the main way they blend in is by using advanced holographic technology to cloak themselves. Liquid crystals are matter in a state which has properties between those of conventional liquids and those of solid crystals. Scientists for years have been studying liquid crystals for use in 3D holographic technologies. These studies claim that the technology is basic and undeveloped, but keep in mind, what's released to the public is only a fraction of the true technology in operation behind the scenes. An electrical field can be applied to a liquid crystal mixture, altering how this medium bends or refracts the direction of incoming light. Sending laser beams through the crystal mixture can generate what appears to be a holographic image, indistinguishable from a true object.
Interesting.
Sometimes there's a breakdown or glitch within this technology, causing the hologram to distort or malfunction.
scary.
So there is a combination of cloning and holographic technology being used, and while it may sound confusing, it's possible for these entities to move back and forth from cloned physical bodies to less dense four-dimensional bodies which require use of holographic technology. The reptilian humanoid acts through a hive mind. This is the true reason we have organizations, hierarchies, and governments. They band together in these groups, creating bureaucracies and regulations to abide by and keep themselves nourished. This is the only way they can operate. Individually, they are powerless, but together they are demented, self-serving energy parasites that have a lust for death and total control of others, with a pure, unrestricted hatred for humans. Again, this parasitic consciousness cannot influence reality directly. They must manipulate us into influencing it in a particular way. They will never initiate anything first, since the oversoul they are plugged into doesn't have the essence of creation. Our energy is literally harvested in interdimensional energy centers. When we want to create benevolent, fantastic realities with our divine intent, we are pulling from the energy bank of our oversoul. When the elite want to create malevolent, oppressive realities, they are pulling from the energy bank of the secondary oversoul.
First.
But animals are eating animals, you know?
Some animals.
And
Hold it, 75% of animals on this planet are herbivores.
But it's part of our circle of life.
No, it's the circle of torture
like
and death.
When you see a lion eating a zebra,
Okay.
and you're.
But I notice you have clothes on. And I notice that you have a cell phone and you have a computer. It is unfair to pick one thing that lions do that you want to mimic when you don't want to mimic anything else they do. When lions walk up and greet each other, they sniff each other's ass. When I came in this room, you did not kneel down and sniff my ass. Okay, lions sometimes kill their young when they're runts. Okay, if a human being killed their baby because they didn't want him, we arrest them and charge them with murder. Could you go to a courtroom and say, hey, but Your Honor, lions kill their babies, can't I? It's
but
an
it's
unfair
their survivor.
It's an unfair comparison. You're not a lion. And just so you know, lions are carnivores. Humans are not. We are herbivores, 100% up and down. You put a 2-year-old child in a crib with a bunny rabbit
don't want to have a
and an
debate
apple,
with this dude.
let me know when the child eats the bunny rabbit and plays with the apple. We are purely herbivorous. We have no carnivorous or omnivorous instincts
good.
whatsoever. And physiologically, if your jaw moves from side to side in a grinding motion and you chew, you're 100% herbivore. If you were a meat eater like a lion, your jaw would only go like this, up and down, rip and swallow. If you sweat through your pores, the cool.
You want to show them this side of our relationship, we're going to show them. We do this all the time, like all the time.
Don't.
Yes, we
I
do.
told you, like, I told you, if I have to ever tweet out something that I'm sending you, that means it's no looking back. Cause
Sounds psycho.
I don't
you had too
care.
many chances.
I don't care.
It's too insecure about something.
You're insecure too.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. We're not going to start. I'm not going to embarrass you and say all the you do like you do to me.
Psych.
Oh my gosh.
You should pack your stuff, bro, and go. She
End
is
it.
nuts.
Why do you want me to end it?
Because I'm trying to talk to you.
We can talk, but I'm just not gonna get back.
That's fine.
Alright.
You could say them now, but watch us end it back together. Mark my words.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm not looking. Hey, chill.
End
No,
it
hey, no,
already.
look. Hey, what you not gonna do? Don't touch
Toxica.
my. Don't touch
Okay.
all this off limits. Don't touch. Keep back up. Can you back up?
I'm backed
you're in my
up.
space.
I'm not.
I feel for the brother.
Can you just respectfully come back another one? We can talk.
No.
I'm gonna continue to stream. That's what.
That's fine.
So what are you gonna do?
Watch TV. Wait for you till you're ready to talk.
Yeah.
Come on, hurry up. Or we could talk here in front of everybody.
There's nothing to talk about.
Some people are saying the whole Wendy Williams documentary that she's pretty much allegedly playing this way to keep herself safe from any unaliving.
It's been working for Orlando Brown.
To play crazy.
Why wouldn't it work?
Hey, no.
And then I gave her some I do, yeah.
The oosh gosh whoosh wash and shit. Orlando's brilliant.
Right. Yeah.
Y'all spent time with him.
We did.
It's highly intelligent.
Yes.
Imagine what it's been like to wear this character for this long. That shit that he does is a character. Actually, the shit that he does online is the best acting he does.
But that's how you play the game.
Is he speaking truth?
Of course he is. Since he was a kid.
Man.
Yeah.
Well, we got a call that there was a young female walking around saying that she came from a house over here. We were able to find out that this was a house, and we just wanted to check and make sure everybody was okay.
Think she came from here?
That's what she said.
From inside this house?
I think so. Otherwise, we wouldn't be knocking on your door
Did she
on
say
Sunday.
her name?
I don't know. Did she say her name?
I don't know offhand, but we
don't know. We just need to check and make sure everybody's okay.
You'll notice the officers are careful not to mention Jordan by name, to not implicate her to her parents' faces.
Once we get in, make sure everything's okay.
Something's up.
We have a lot where we're packing.
Okay,
We're getting
that's
ready
fine,
to
that's
move.
No worries.
So
They're hiding
there's a mess
something.
in here, so.
100%.
We don't mind messes. We've been in
But I
worse.
mean,
How you doing, sir? I'm doing okay. Okay.
we were just in bed. I mean, like.
So most
that's
people are right now, so we expect you guys to be in bed.
Okay.
And no weapons in the house or anything like that?
I do have a gun that's locked up.
Okay, locked up is good. We like that.
Okay.
Okay, well, we're gonna come in and check, okay? We just wanna make sure everybody's okay.
Oh, do you have the search warrant or anything? Or
No, we
what?
don't need one, sir.
As the officers prepare to carry out a warrantless search of the premises, they have determined there are exigent circumstances surrounding the current situation. Courts will typically look at the time when officers make the warrantless search or seizure to evaluate whether, at that point in time, a reasonable officer at the scene would have believed it was urgent to act and impractical to secure a warrant. Courts may also consider whether the facts suggested that the suspect was armed and planning to escape, whether a reasonable police officer would believe their safety or others' safety was threatened, and whether there was a serious crime involved. Police in hot pursuit of a fleeing criminal may also make use of the exigent circumstances exception. As officers push their way past the corpulent door jamb that is David and ease their way into the large open home, they're shocked and horrified by what greets them. Every inch of the 2,388-square-foot house's floor is covered in mounds of rotting food and moldering trash, while the powerful stench of human waste hangs in the humid air. Strangely, there also seems to be several dozen unopened boxes and packages of children's toys and brand-new children's clothing complete with tags seen peeking out of the monstrous piles of garbage.
All right. Well, like I said, sorry to bug you guys, but we just got this call. All we do is we just check and make sure everybody's okay. And
You got a call?
yeah, we got a call from, I'm not sure if it was the young girl that left or if it was a neighbor that saw her walking around the street. So we'll get to the bottom of it. As soon as we make sure everybody's okay, then we'll decide, we'll figure out if maybe she was one of your kids that wandered away. How many kids do you have?
13.
13 total?
Yeah.
Woo! You guys are busy.
Yeah.
Officers head to the back of the house to the children's bedrooms, 2 tiny back rooms,
13
the
kids.
first crammed with narrow bunk beds, but otherwise empty, and the second, which is crammed with both bunk beds and a filthy mattress, which is sitting on the floor with 2 little girls sitting listlessly on top.
Hi, sweetheart. Hi, girls. Can I see your wrist? Yeah. Okay.
The officers believe they found the room featured in Jordan's phone pictures, but there's only one thing missing: the actual chains. The children, obviously frightened and wary of the strangers, give no answers, though eventually one does point them surreptitiously to a sliding closet door. Meanwhile, Officer Ogden is still by the door with David and Luis, distracting them with questions and small talk.
Where are you guys planning on moving to?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma?
Yeah.
That's a long way away.
Yeah.
You guys know family over there or anything like that?
My job's moving.
Oh, okay. What do you do for work?
I'm an engineer.
Finally, as his eyes have adjusted to the gloom, Officer Ogden notices something to his left and suddenly realizes David Turpin may have had a reason to be awkwardly standing in that particular spot in the entryway.
Is this another bedroom back here? You got another couple kiddos asleep there? Yeah. Sarge, you got another room in the front right here with 2 kiddos in the bed.
Officers enter the previously unnoticed third bedroom, where they find a boy who is chained by his wrists and ankles to the top bunk bed. Back in the girls' room, Officer Rodriguez slides open the closet door
Just
and
evil.
looks inside.
All right, let's just go ahead and detain the
They gotta go to
parents
jail.
at this point.
Ma'am, why don't you step
That's
over here for a
torture.
minute? Okay, with you. And sir, step over here for a second. Just step over with my partner here for a second. You got any weapons on you?
No.
Turn around real quick. I'm gonna check you out. Do me a favor, face that window
Imagine
over here.
your own parents
Yep.
are
All right, sir,
supposed to
go ahead. I'm
protect
gonna have
you,
you turn over here. We're gonna walk
raise
outside,
you.
all right? Can I get my house shoes? Where's your shoes at?
There. Luis, you have to be in the.
We'll have to find them for right now. Let's just walk out and we'll get you something, all right?
In the bedroom or the.
All right. Well, we got the other stuff we're dealing with, and we'll try to find you them. Okay. You don't have any weapons on you.
Nothing hidden in the bra or anything. Okay, just making sure, because we have some people that do that, so we just want to make sure.
Like I said, I've never been in trouble.
Okay.
This is a first.
The little girl that made the phone call is a true hero.
I don't understand.
I'll explain everything as soon as we
saved
make
their
sure
siblings.
everybody's safe. Okay. Now let me ask you
Yes.
quickly: are there keys to the little locks?
Yes.
Okay. Where are they?
My son and daughter can get them.
Okay.
That's
so
in the house.
the ones that are in the house, they know where they are.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Is that what this is about?
Well, that's part of it. Yeah, definitely. We need to make sure that the kids are safe and that they're not
Okay.
tied up.
I know
So,
that's understandable, but I can
hey,
explain that.
this is mine, so go ahead and put her in that one.
While the parents are being detained, officers still inside the house begin a desperate search to find the key to free the chained child.
Does it work on his?
I know. The other one, that's what I was saying. The other one is in there. It looks different than that, but it's the same size. It's in the drawer that I was in.
Can you imagine that? Evil is everywhere, like the truth, and also the lies. Stay woke, and I'll catch you next time.